Baltimore Ravens versus Cincinnati Bengals tomorrow, and this one feels like it's got a lot on the line. Welcome to the show, everybody. My name is Joey Petersen, and let's be real. This one is a must win, okay? This one feels like if you don't win this game, your season might be over. It doesn't even really matter what happens to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like, you need to win this ball game. Frankly, you need to win every single ball game you play from here on out. Right now, you don't have a great chance to make the playoffs. Your playoff chances are also your division chances. They sit at 27%. With a win, that jumps up to 41, but with a loss, that goes down to 13. Now, you could have handled them at home on Thanksgiving. You didn't. Now you got to go handle them in their place. And if you lose this ball game, you lose something that you've had for a while, which is your destiny in your own hands. You've had control over your postseason. And although losing on Sunday sucked to Pittsburgh, you still could win out, make it in, even if Pittsburgh wins every game they play except the one they play you. So you right now have your own destiny in your hands. If you lose this game, you don't. So how do you win this game? Number one, you got to win the turnover battle, okay? This is imperative. This is important. This is probably the biggest thing I'm looking at going into this ballgame. I mean, the last time you played it, do we even really need to talk about it? 5 turnovers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. You're not going to win any football game you play if you turn the ball over 5 times. Unless you turn the other team over like 4 at least. And you turned it over in like some horrible situations. Turnover number 1, fumble in your own red zone. Number 2, fumbled out of the back of the end zone. Isaiah Likely running for the touchdown. That's like a massive swing. Number 3, you fumbled with 36 seconds left in the half, allowing them to get a late field goal they did not expect to get. Interception in the red zone. And then fumble number 5. You're down 14, but 4 minutes left on the clock, so technically you could still talk yourself into maybe we could score, get an onside or score, get a stop, burn a couple timeouts, then score again, and then you just fumbled it and game was over. You as a team have a -5 turnover differential, 27th in the NFL. It's a bottom 5 team. That's the thing that sucks. It's like not only have you been turning over the football a ton this season, you're not forcing other people to turn it over to you defensively. It's like if you are throwing picks offensively, you just know, all righty, that's got to stop ASAP because we're probably not going to turn them over. And that can't be the case. It cannot. You want the Ravens to beat Cincy? Do them one big favor. Hit that thumbs up button. Like today's video. We're going to be live for this game. Make sure to join us. Hour-long tailgate, play-by-play the whole time. I need you guys to be there. Hang out. Subscribe. Turn on those notifications. And if you want to beat Cincinnati, like the video. Number 2, you got to be able to pressure Joe Burrow. That's been the biggest, I think, weakness of this Ravens defense so far this season is they can't really pressure anybody. And if Joe has all day long, he's going to pick you apart. There's no ifs, ands, buts, or maybes about that. You give him time to throw, time to sit back there, pat the ball, time for his receivers to get open. I promise you, he's going to throw for over 275 yards and 3 touchdowns. And he had all the time he wanted to in Week 13. You only sacked him once, 13 quarterback pressures, and that was on like 50 dropbacks. Quarterback pressure rate of 27%. So basically a fourth of the time you got him, he had 2.81 seconds to throw every single dropback. And their offensive line isn't very good. Like if this was you playing Denver or playing Chicago or playing the 2016 Dallas Cowboys, that would make sense. You're playing the 2025 Cincinnati Bengals. You need a big game out of Draymond Jones and Mike Green. You need a big game out of those 2 guys. They've showed you flashes. Mike Green has showed you can get pressures. Need him to start finishing. Can't get ducked by a 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers. Draymond Jones, traded for you. Where are you at? Need these guys to wreak havoc. Or is it wreak havoc or wreck havoc? Wreak havoc. That's what I need to do. Wreak and wreck it. I don't care. Bring the havoc. Number 3, you need Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry legacy games. This one's not too complex. I don't think this one involves a ton of discussion, a ton of breakdown, a ton of stats or analytics. In these games, when your season is on the line, you need your best players to step up in big ways. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. It feels like win or go home. If you lose this ball game, your season's basically done. So you need your best players to be at their best. And that's Lamar, and that's Derrick Henry. Now, unfortunately, Lamar Jackson has not been at his best recently. In fact, 4 straight games of sub 60% completion percentage. Lots of turnovers, not a lot of touchdowns. So what I need 0 turnovers for Lamar, and I need 2 or more touchdowns minimum. And I need 100 or more yards from Derrick Henry with at least 1 touchdown. That's what I need from those guys. But I think the most important metric for Lamar is that one right there. 0 turnovers. 0. What's your score prediction for Ravens versus Bengals? Let me know down below in the comment section. I'm going to give you my score prediction in just a little bit. But give me yours first while I talk to you guys about the sponsor of today's video. That's our friends over at Ethos. As you know, my wife Kennedy and I got married a little over a year and a half ago. I imagine we'll buy a house maybe the next 6 months or so, start having kids maybe the next couple of years. If something were to happen to me, the last thing I want the people I love to worry about is being able to pay the bills. So I trust Ethos to keep them protected. It's not fun to think about what would happen if something happened, but you do need to be prepared. With life insurance through Ethos, your family is protected. Life insurance is a perfect way to make sure you're covered. You can get your free quote at ethos.com/NFL Daily. That's ethos.com/NFL Daily. There's no complicated process, and it's 100% online. As of March 2025, Business Insider named Ethos the #1 no medical exam instant life insurance provider. Just answer a few health questions, get a quote in as little as 10 minutes. 3 million families have completed their applications and trusted Ethos to help you find the right coverage. Protect your family with life insurance from Ethos. Get your free quote at ethos.com/NFL Daily. That's ethos.com/NFL Daily. Application times may vary and rates may vary. Number 4, you got to be able to stop Ja'Marr Chase. I said this last time you played this team, and frankly, as long as Ja'Marr Chase is suiting up with the Cincinnati Bengals, and as long as the good Lord allows me to talk about the Baltimore Ravens, I'm going to talk about stopping him when you play this team. You didn't do it last year. We've already showed you this. We've gone over it. He averaged 185 yards, 2.5 touchdowns a game when he played you in 2024. And this year, less touchdowns, but 7 catches, 110 yards, 15.7 yards a catch. That does not sound like stopping him to me, does it? And it seemed like they went to him every big play, every third down. If they were 3rd and 7 and beyond, the whole stadium, Gage and I, right here in Studio P, downtown Dallas, Texas, we know Joe Burrow was going to Ja'Marr Chase. Now, it was killer, I'll mention this, not having Nate Wiggins in that second half. Okay? He didn't play a snap. He was out with injury. You're going to have him. I would suggest he stays on Ja'Marr Chase all night. And number 5, as number 5 always is. But it's more imperative now than ever. You got to make the play late, okay? You got to come up with the big stop. You got to get the big score. You couldn't do it last week. 4th and 2. You got stopped. Couldn't run a 2-minute drill. Your defense, let's talk about them. They were making big plays late. 3 straight, 3 and outs in the 4th quarter. But the offense couldn't do it. It's either you rise to the occasion, you perform in the clutch, or your season's over. And we're going to be here on Monday morning talking about what is this team going to do in the offseason. And I don't want to do that. Now, this might be manifestation, but I'm predicting the Ravens to win this ballgame. I just have to believe, backs against the wall, season on the line, you're going to get the best from Lamar Jackson. I have to believe that. I believe in his skill set and his talent too much to not believe that, frankly. So that's my prediction. Ravens 27, Bengals 24, and hopefully you get back in the win call. That's going to do it for today's show. Make sure you guys follow me on social media, at Twitter, or on Twitter, at Joey Petersen, on Instagram, at Joey Petersen as well. Subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/RavensTV.